Hi guys, Erin here. I just got back from teaching class and it's time to whip up my shake of the day. Now, I had a request to share a greenberry recipe. Now, I will admit to you that greenberry for me is the hardest and has been the hardest flavor to get behind. It's not that I don't love greenberry, I just really feel like it needs to be mixed somehow. It needs a recipe. It can't just be thrown with greenberry and water, thrown in a blender bottle and go. The formula has changed in the last couple months, I do think it is better, but I still have a little bit of difficulty just drinking it with water plain. So I do like to mix it up with different recipes. However, that being said, this particular recipe is phenomenal. So what you're going to want to need, you need is a greenberry. You're going to want some PB2 or peanut butter. You want unsweetened almond milk, or you can just use water if you like, and a little bit of mint extract. And then you're going to want some fat-free pudding. Now, cheesecake fat-free pudding is the best in my opinion. However, it's hard to find sometimes, so sometimes I use the vanilla as well. But you are going to want to make sure it's the sugar-free, fat-free pudding stuff. What it does is it just kind of gives a creamier taste. Also, same thing with the PB2 or peanut butter. That just helps cut the green taste of the shake. If you've had greenberry, you probably know what I'm talking about. So this shake is a minty shake. It's a mint shake. It's kind of like a shamrock shake from McDonald's. If you've ever tried one of those, I have not personally. I will admit that to you. However, I have had lots of friends and lots of customers that have told me that this tastes like the shamrock shake from McDonald's. So I don't feel like I need to go and try that if I get this experience because it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out 8 ounces of my almond milk here in my blender cup. Again, my blender cup has a measuring cup on it, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to add a couple ounces of water in here as well. And that's just because of the consistency. Now, the amount of ice and the amount of liquid you add into your shake is really going to change the consistency. So I like to add a little bit of extra liquid, so that way I end it up with about 10 ounces of liquid here in my cup. Now the next thing I am going to add is my shake. And depending on how your blender is, you might need to add these things in a different order. You might want your ice closer to the bottom. You might want to just put things in a different order. I like to put my ice on top because I know I've got a really good blender, and as the ice goes down, it's going to really mix up everything in here really well. So that's what's going to go on there. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of PB2. So there we go, 1 and 2. And if you've got peanut butter, you're not going to want necessarily to use as much peanut butter unless you're going for that extra calorie boost. So again, depending on if you're using the almond milk or if you want to use another kind of milk or just water as a whole, depending on what you use is going to really depend on your the amount of calories that you're going to put in. Then I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of this pudding mix. Again, that's just going to kind of give it a real creamy taste, a nice, just lovely taste there. And then the mint extract, which you want to be careful with. A little bit goes a long way. If you put too much in it, you're going to feel it right up here in your sinuses. Trust me. So just give it a little bit of there. If you do too much, you can actually double the recipe if you like, and then put half of it into the freezer for kind of a nice little minty, ice creamy type snack for later. So that actually works out well if that's something you're interested in. Not that I've ever put too much mint in my shake, but that was what I did because I did do it. And it worked out well. So you just need to let it thaw out a little bit if you put it in the freezer and then later. So again, 4 cubes is pretty much my happy place when I come into making my shakes. Put the lid on. My boyfriend says I'm loud even in my movies. Sorry. There we go. So a nice minty shamrocky type shake. Enjoy it. It's a nice recipe. If you want more recipe ideas or if you want to know when my class schedule is, visit my website, afitgypsy.com. That's AFITGYPSY.com. I'll see you there. Bye.